Yeah, mic check. Do you want to do it?
No, no.
Check, check.
Which one's going where?
Check. 1, 2. Check, check. Give me thumbs up when I'm good.
And then the American.
Perfect, thank you. Mic check, mic check.
Sorry. Yeah.
Doing 2 Florida?
Yeah, so now it's 2 US, 2 Florida. That's weird flag code.
Who told you that?
It's like an actual book of yeah. These, the problem is this drives me insane right here. No, only me. Yeah. How far out is it?
He just told me I've got something right there in my hand.
That's so annoying.
I don't know what it is. I thought it was toothpaste.
We woke up and cracked it on.
God. I got back to the hotel yesterday, probably about 3:30. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. I just thought of that and I was like, oh, I don't want you to.
I'm usually pretty pro anyway. Like, and we try to keep it cheering. Not the goal changing and everything.
Yeah, yeah,
There's a place for that. Over years.
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
check, check. Can you guys hear me? Okay, if we could all take a seat, we're gonna get ready now. I'm gonna ask just something really quick. If you guys see some seats available here, if we could fill in some seats in the front as much as possible to those in the back. Let's just start to fill in some seats. The reserve spots will leave for the individuals when they get here, but if you see any that are empty, let's just make sure to fill in those spots. Thank you guys.
Well, good morning. Thanks so much. No, please sit down. We're really excited to be at the Els Center of Excellence here in Jupiter. I do want to recognize some of the folks here today with us for today's announcements. We have our Agency for Persons with Disabilities Director Taylor Hatch is here. We have the founders of the Els Center for Excellence and Els for Autism founder Ernie and Liesl Els. So thank you guys for being here. We have Dr. Aaron Brooker-Lozat, President, Program Director for the Els for Autism Foundation. And we have Anel Lopez, the father of a 5-year-old son with autism and a recipient of one of Florida's Family Empowerment Scholarships with us here today. We also have Representative Snyder, Gossett Seidman, Caruso, and Senator Gail Harold. Is Rick Roth? I didn't see Rick here, so he couldn't make it. But we're here today because Florida has a strong commitment to helping particularly young people that have unique abilities and have unique challenges when it comes to education. And we have not just talked the talk, we've actually walked the walk. Our community, the investments we've made in communities across the state has made a real difference. And if you look here what they're doing at the Els Center, this is really what it's all about. And so I want to commend the Els for what they've done over many, many years. And it's great to see so many great things come to fruition and to see some of their plans for what they're going to do in the future. First thing, though, I'm going through the budget and making approvals, and obviously there's going to be some things that don't get approved. But I can say that this year's budget that we will be able to deliver in conjunction with some of the legislation I've also signed under the President Pasadoma's Live Healthy initiative, we're going to have more than $2.2 billion for Agency for Persons with Disabilities for service through our budget waiver. That is the highest amount ever appropriated in the history of Florida by a country mile. And the budget waiver offers an array of social, medical, behavioral, and therapeutic services to individuals who have developmental disabilities. This record funding includes nearly $200 million to support an across-the-board increase for budget waiver providers, which is important, $64.8 million to enroll additional individuals in crisis onto the budget waiver, and some of these folks are really in dire straits, and so this infusion is really going to be a lifeline for them, and an additional $55.7 million to enroll individuals currently in a pre-enrollment category. So this is a big deal. This is a big investment. It shows the state of Florida's commitment. Now, there's also other individual items in the budget. One of which, and those items are subject to the governor's approval because I can sign the budget and veto as many of these items as my heart content. And while we're still going through many of the items, I can say that I have approved an additional $1 million for the Els Center of Excellence Recreational Complex, which provides a sensory-friendly environment that meets the needs of children with autism. And so I think you should have seen. I think they had some renderings when we walked in that you can see, but this new facility is going to provide a specialized swim and water safety program, aqua therapy sessions, indoor sports and fitness activities, and a specialized autism-friendly hurricane shelter. Facility will also provide a specialized athletic curriculum that gives parents, teachers, and coaches the best tools to assist children and students with unique ability. We want them to get active, we want them to live healthier lives, and that's exactly what they're doing here at the L Center. So I want to thank the L's for what they've been willing to do and really has made a big difference in this community and our state. Now, we also can report another milestone. So Florida is a state that embraces educational choice. And that comes in a variety of factors. There's school districts that have choice programs. So you may live in one part of a county and then go to a school district run school in a different part because of certain programs. We've got a lot of students that do that in the state of Florida now. We also have charter schools. So we have a total number of 400,000 students that are in various charter schools, which are public schools, but are not controlled or run by the school districts. And then we have the Family Empowerment Scholarship, which has a total of 400,000 students on private scholarship. And that is as a result of the bill I signed in March of last year, HB 1, which really did the biggest expansion of school choice in American history. So we're proud of doing that. Now, as part of our private scholarships, when I became governor, we had a limited number of scholarships for children with unique abilities. And it was called at that time the Gardner Scholarship. There was a big wait list on that scholarship program. So my first year as governor, I says, hey, we got to clear this wait list. So we cleared the Gardner wait list. Well, then there was more people that ended up coming and wanting those services. And so a new wait list started. And so we kind of were playing whack-a-mole with it. Now, under our new Family Empowerment Program, which also includes the scholarships for schools that have programs for children with unique abilities, 3 years ago, we clocked a total of 25,000 students that were using that scholarship to go to schools. And some of these schools are very, very good because they can take the disabilities, they can take whatever challenges are there and focus an entire school around that. I mean, not every school can meet every need. That's just not the way it works. So they've been able to do this. So when parents are able to get a scholarship to go there, it's been a huge, huge difference all across the state. Well, that was a few years ago, 25,000. Today, we have close to 100,000 students with unique abilities that are on scholarship and going to school. I'd also just like to do a plug for the First Lady of Florida's Hope Florida initiative, because I think what she's done is recognize that at the end of the day, government cannot do everything. Government's role in some respects, the best way is just to facilitate connecting people in need with resources that are already in the community, because a lot of times people don't know these resources are available. So Hope Florida works alongside with APD to find innovative ways outside of government to support the Floridians they serve and their families. Hope Florida breaks down traditional silos. It works with private sector. It works with faith-based institutions, nonprofits, government entities to encourage all sectors of community to be part of the solution. And so I think it started with our Department of Children and Families, and now it's something that's being done with our Agency for Persons with Disabilities. So I think Hope Florida, we know it's worked because when we did it on the DCF, those are folks that were on means-tested welfare, got over 20,000 people off of welfare and into productive avenues for their lives. And that's, that independence is really, really important. So we are proud of what we've done in Florida. We're proud of what others have done, like the L Center and like other institutions across the state. We're going to hear from some other folks in a minute, but we do have this check here that we'd like to present. So anyone that wants to be a part of the check presentation, come on up. Just get right here, maybe. Yeah, I'll just do one with him separately. Which one? Okay, well, we're excited to be able to bring, hey, thanks so much. Oh, God bless you, man, thank you. So we're excited about approving this $1 million, excited about what the budget looks like, and excited with what we've done for Education Choice. Now we're going to hear from some of our speakers. So we'll start with Florida Agency for Persons with Disabilities Director Taylor Hatch.
Good morning, everyone. It is so great to be here today to highlight so many incredible investments for a very sacred population of Floridians, especially during Autism Awareness Month. I would first like to thank Governor DeSantis for his steadfast leadership, his continuous support, and the incredible results that he delivers for Floridians with developmental disabilities and their families. My name is Taylor Hatch, and I have the absolute honor of serving as the Director for the Agency for Persons with Disabilities, or APD for short. It's an absolute honor to be here today with our great governor, as well as Ernie and Liesl Els, the founders of Els for Autism, an incredible partner not only to our agency, but to so many families within our local community. The importance of local resources and community supports is evident by the incredible work and the well-rounded approach that they take to support individuals and families all throughout the year. At APD, we serve more than 60,000 Floridians with developmental disabilities, including individuals with autism. And with Governor DeSantis at the helm and setting the tone, our agency, alongside many incredible providers and stakeholders and partners, are all focused on empowering individuals to thrive. As we work together to deliver on this commitment with the outstanding support of our great governor and in partnership with the Florida legislature, a tremendous and a record investment, again, of $2.2 billion is being provided to directly support individuals and their families as we serve them through a variety of ways, through behavioral and medical, social, therapeutic resources, and services. This includes additional funding, as the governor mentioned, to offer waiver services to individuals that are experiencing crisis, but also those that are in a pre-enrollment category, category 3, 4, and 5, which those categories include individuals with immediate needs, individuals whose caregiver is over 60, and individuals that are transitioning out of school. As we work to serve families at the earliest moment possible and to provide resources to an even greater number of individuals, we know how crucial our providers are and how important it is to have a thriving provider workforce and system of care. Which is why we are also so grateful for the nearly $200 million that the governor mentioned in robust funding to provide, again, the first time ever across the board rate increases for our provider community. Building upon these strong foundations and to amplify these efforts has been the implementation of Hope Florida, a pathway to possibilities, again, spearheaded by First Lady Casey DeSantis. As the governor mentioned, this program aims to support individuals with unique abilities through essential resources that promote independence and integration, helping individuals to unlock their God-given potential. The program utilizes Hope Navigators, which act as connection points between the public and the private sector, again, empowering individuals, helping to identify goals and remove barriers while engaging community partners to be a part of the solution. As the governor mentioned in his remarks, a good education is key in empowering individuals to thrive, which is also why the Unique Abilities Scholarship is so important to support parents to provide an individualized pathway to fully customize educational experiences for their child. This year, we have nearly 100,000 students using the Unique Abilities Scholarship. Utilizing more than 20,000 of those students have a diagnosis of autism. The scholarship, again, it pays for things that every student needs, like instructional materials or laptops. However, the scholarship can also be used to support specialized services such as speech therapy, physical therapy, occupational therapy, applied behavior analysis, or ABA therapy, which we know can be a game changer for students. The scholarship also allows parents to pay for after-school programs, industry certifications, and exams, and job coaching if the student is transitioning from high school to the workforce. And it allows parents to fund a college savings account if college is the goal. And with summer on the horizon, it's so important to note the Unique Ability Scholarship can also be used for specialized summer camps. To sum it up, this scholarship is a tremendous tool that puts parents in the driver's seat and provides options that best support their child's educational future. As we look towards the future, we are so thankful for leaders that understand the right supports at the right time are so important. The leadership of Governor DeSantis that continues to deliver for all Floridians, the tremendous investments that we highlighted today, incredible partners and stakeholders throughout the entire state, and most importantly, the people that we serve. Thank you again for the opportunity to be here today and to showcase the investments Florida is making. Thank you.
Okay, we have the L's with us, so you guys come on up.
Thank you very much, Governor. What a momentous day this is. Hey, guys, we have the governor right here. This is my hair standing up on my arms here. So, you know, just to take you back, when we came to Florida, Jeb Bush was the governor. So think about that. That's like 30-something years ago. You know, 2 foreigners coming out of South Africa, finding a second home because of my golf, not knowing at all what's going to happen with our family. Fast forward, here we are. You know, we have a center built. We've got an unbelievably great educational people, you know, looking after our kids from 3 to 21. We've come a long way with help from the governor, from the Florida government, all the way. To have this kind of facility, trying to have the best education for our son to start off with, and all of his friends under one roof is a dream that's come true. So we want to thank the governor for all his help. It's great to have somebody look and have our back, helping our kids, you know, in growth in their lives. So I wanted to go live in Texas when I came here. I am so glad I came to Florida. Okay? You know, everything this state has given us and keeps giving us is incredible. Look at these fine kids, these great young people. So, my wife's the one that really, you know, you guys know Liesl, you know, so this rec center, you know, we're going to get on it. This board of ours, everybody, I'm looking at you guys, we're going to have to approve this because this is what's needed. There's a lot of cases where kids with autism have a struggle with swimming and so forth, so we're going to have the sports center up in no time.
He has his wife to thank for Florida and not Texas, just saying. You know, for me personally, this is just the perfect way to end World Autism Month. To have everybody here, to have a validation for what we've done and what we continue to do on the campus. From the littlest first diagnosis, the 3 to 21 is the charter school that kindly, we have a charter school on the facility as well, but we actually serve the population from first diagnosis all the way through adulthood, as you can see with some of our clients that have joined us today. And it's our mission to do that, to serve the entire community, because autism is something that's with you for life. You don't all of a sudden, you know, lose it when you turn 21. And we have the privilege to serve that community all through their lifespan. And, you know, we've had awareness. We now need acceptance and action. And I think the governor, with this appropriation, is proving that Florida is ready to do action. And we've steadily turned into the best state in the country for those with disabilities, and specifically for us, for those on the autism spectrum. So we just want to really thank everybody for their support and their continued support. We have a long way to go, but with your support, I know we can get there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Whew. My name is Dr. Erin Brooker-Lozada, as you heard, and I'm the program director here at Els for Autism Foundation. I'm very honored to be able to be here today to talk to you about what we do here at Els for Autism, as well as the Family Empowerment Scholarship. At Els for Autism, we are dedicated to transforming the lives of individuals with autism and those who care for them through a lifespan of evidence-based services and collaborative partnerships. And we do this by providing that lifespan of services in 3 primary impact areas: early intervention and education, recreation, and adult services. And we infuse global outreach, care coordination, all the therapeutic services, and research throughout our impact areas and all of our services. As a board-certified behavior analyst and a licensed and certified speech-language pathologist, I understand the great need for evidence-based practices, for intervention services and education for children with autism. And while there's so much more that we need to learn about autism spectrum disorder and research is ongoing, we do know that there's a clear set of evidence-based practices for individuals with autism. And we know that when you have education and intervention rooted in these practices, it optimizes outcomes in adulthood. And we see that today with our clients here and throughout our campus. That said, as a parent myself of an individual with autism, I know the cost of these critical services can be a burden for anyone, regardless of their socioeconomic level. Hence, the great need for accessible funding, such as the Family Empowerment Scholarship that's supported by the Governor's Office in the state of Florida. We are forever grateful. During my time at Els for Autism, which is going on 9 years now this June, and hopefully make it to 10, like our fearless leader, Dr. Marlene Sotelo, we have had so many families that have been able to access the Family Empowerment Scholarship, from when it was the Gardner Step Up Scholarship to now the Family Empowerment. We have families that utilize this service for everything from mental health counseling to speech and language to occupational therapy to recreation services to interpretation services for those that possibly have hearing needs. We also have families that use it for ABA services, and it's truly been life-changing. Autism presents uniquely in each individual, and some may hear that when you've met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism. And so it's so critical that we have individualized and customized programming, intervention, and education for individuals with autism. And so the Family Empowerment Scholarship aligns very well with this principle, as it is so versatile. A parent, as I believe Taylor said, can create their own pathway for their child and really match it to their individual children's unique abilities, hence the name. As a parent and a provider, I'm grateful to know that our state acknowledges this need and continues to support and really grow access to this scholarship. A few stories to share highlighting the success of this scholarship here on our campus include, but are no way limited to, a child that came to us prior to 3 years of age. She had not eaten a solid food. She had not drank from a cup. She had not spoken a word with communicative intent. She barely knew that we were in the room with her. This scholarship allowed her family to have continuous services that were intensive, regardless of gaps or lapses in insurance coverage. She now is going into 2nd grade. She eats so many foods. She drinks from many different cups. She participates in group activities. She's toilet trained. She plays with friends. She's now the greatest big sister, and she speaks her mind readily. The scholarship has also changed the life of a young woman. By 18 years of age, she was never accepted into any recreation program. At 18, we accepted her into our camp with her registered behavior technician, with her interpreter for her sign language services. She walked in with her head down, crouched over, and her parent was so nervous. Today, she participates in at least 4 days a week of recreation programs. She stands up tall. She's indistinguishable. She now comes home and signs with her mother, even telling her that she met a cute boy. And she shines bright. And when you look at her, she no longer looks like a person with a disability. She looks like a person that you can presume potential and only see abilities. She's incredible. And this scholarship helped her mom with all the expenses she has offset the cost and be able to afford recreation programs. And finally, a young man who this scholarship truly helped save his life. He was a young man in mental health counseling that this scholarship helped offset the cost of the services for him. And he went from having intrusive thoughts and his parents having to call 911 and feeling sense of loss and hopelessness to a man who now is thriving in school, being recruited for college sports, and his family is secure and strong and they feel hope. And so I want to say thank you again to the governor, to the governor's office, all of the government officials here in the state of Florida. The Family Empowerment Scholarship helps create endless possibilities for people with autism and their families, just as we work to do every single day at Els for Autism. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me today. My name is Anel Lopez. I'm a father of a 5-year-old that is diagnosed with autism also. My son was actually diagnosed about 2 years ago. It affects him, deeply, his behavior, verbal skills, you name it. It makes it so hard for him to be like a normal kid. He's currently enrolled in VPK, and he's a recipient of the Family Empowerment Scholarship, which my wife and I used to for his services. We utilize it to make a specific plan for his specific needs. As soon as you get an autism diagnosis, everything becomes so expensive for myself, for many families in Florida. That makes it so hard on the family, makes it so hard on the kid. The Family Empowerment Scholarship for us has been a lifesaver, knowing that we can provide the correct services that my son needs, just like other families, in Florida. We desperately needed that. It's so hard to have a stable family. Now that we have the scholarship, knowing that we can provide for my son, the right, services for him. For my wife and I, we can basically breathe, have a normal life, with my son and enjoy him. The Family Empowerment Scholarship have allowed us to connect with other families in the same issues, so that actually gives us a purpose of family, purpose of community. As soon as you get an autism diagnosis, you become almost outcast, you feel alone. So with this program, it gives us purpose, it gives us a family, it just overall, it helps the families in Florida desperately. So again, thank you so much for all the, everything you have done for this program. Thank you.
All right, well, we're excited to be able to help out. I appreciate everything that is being done here at the Els Center, as well as everyone that's working hard throughout the state of Florida. There'll be more to come. We got more stuff happening. I'm late for my next event down in Delray, so I'm gonna slip out, but you guys visit, and let's keep the progress going forward. Thanks.
give you that.
So Gail and I were joking. We said, well, now we know at least we got something done.